Hello guys, just doing a little hike this afternoon and thought I'd toss up the camera. I'm at a interesting location here in Mont Sainte-Marie, Quebec, so I'd do a little live stream here. This is sort of an interesting place. So I'm at Mont Sainte-Marie in Quebec. Here's a Hydro-Quebec sign, Mont Sainte-Marie. And some, hey, Drunk Vigo, good to see you, good to see you. So we're at the top of the mountain today in Mont Sainte-Marie. Some pretty crazy views from up here. We're hiking, Drunk Vigo. Just go for a little bit of a hike here. So, hello Beaver, good to see you guys. And Sunflower, good to see you. So just thought I'd take you guys up the mountain here. Some beautiful sights and scenery, and this is kind of an interesting spot. It's actually a lot of mountain bikers here today doing mountain biking. There's all kinds of trails here. I don't have my gimbal, so it's a little bit shaky here. My apologies. But and that is I don't know what lake that is down there. Maybe that's Lac Ste. Marie. Tori, good to see you. Leaves are Tori, I guess it's pronounced Tori. So Jayla and I are actually going to be playing here next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the Festival of Colors. The trees are just changing colors, and you'll be able to take helicopter rides up here up the mountain. You can actually go up in the chair as well. I'm not sure if they'll have the chair running. The trail that I hiked up here is called Radar, and I thought I'd live stream because I actually have perfect reception up here. Because here is the bell tower right here. I did a speed test. I've got the fastest live stream that I've ever had. So I'm literally right beside the bell tower here. Railroad says, oh my god, how are you hiking after last night? I don't know, I didn't get up very early, and I was feeling a little like I needed a walk or something, you know. I just kind of I don't the late nights kind of just feeling a little slobby this morning, so thought I'd get some fresh air here. So anyways, this is, again, this is called Radar. This is a site of, the reason why this is called Radar is in World War II, this actual site was used as a early warning radar site. So I've been told. And so that's kind of a cool piece of history there. There's a road up the ski hill here that an ATV would be able to make it up here, but not probably not a car. But sort of an interesting site. Big concrete piers here, and probably lots of equipment, transmitting equipment in here. And we'll go over there, check out that section too right now. Yeah, so this is Jayla and I will be playing a gigs here next weekend. I'll be at the Crazy Horse in Canada next weekend, and then during the daytime, Jayla and I will be playing here. So, sort of gonna be a cool weekend of gigs. I'm really tired. Let's go down here and check out what's over here. So if you're just joining, we're at Mont Sainte-Marie. We just hiked up the radar trail, and that's the bell tower right there. So I've got perfect reception here. And once again, we're at Mont Sainte-Marie, the top of Mont Sainte-Marie here in Western Quebec. It's actually really close to where I live. Maybe about 15-minute drive to this hill. I'm not sure if it's over here, or if we can get over here, or what. I think I went this way one time before. It's been I've only been up here once, so I don't really know or remember all of what's up here. Like, I don't remember this. Looks like another tower here. With a lookout, some kind of a ladder and a lookout up there. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Of course, she's all padlocked up, but someone can easily just scoot under the fence here. It looks like there's a door open on the side of that building there. Christopher and Josie is asking, what time are we playing there next week? I think it's in the morning. I think it's like there's power cables on the ground here. And it's in the morning or afternoon, maybe like a 12 to 3. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out. So, yeah, it looks like there's a opening on the side of this building here. Another transmitting tower here of some kind. So let's keep going this way. I see a nice little vantage point up here. I'm not sure if we can get up there or what, but we'll try. There's a trail this way. Let's go this way. If we can get up there, it's probably going to be some good views from up there. There's even a little bridge here. Fancy that. Kim says, bear country? Absolutely. Jayla and I saw a bear yesterday on the way to the gig near, I think we were near Waltham, Quebec. I think that's how you pronounce it. Pretty steep rock here. Let's try and get up this rock. Christopher and Josie says, if you confirm the time, we will drive to see you play. I'm gonna try and be better with my website, and I'm gonna try and update my website this week, and so I could post all my gigs on there so everybody can see what time. I know I'm really bad with that. I just haven't had time to do that, but beautiful like rock formation here. Get a better look at the towers. We've got a little lookout here. So there's all kinds of mountain bikers here that come up, and this is all like a mountain biking destination. I've already seen a couple mountain bikers here today. It's absolutely insane what they do. Here we have a warning here. It says, warning, advanced riders only. And I'm not surprised about that, because I've seen the trails these guys are going down, and it's absolutely insane. Like, I don't know how anybody can not break their neck going down these trails. They're here's a little bit of a better look of some of the trails here. Let's see if I recognize some of these. Here's the trail that I'm on right now. So here's Mont Saint Marie Resort. That's where Jill and I are playing next weekend. And I walked all the way up this radar. There's a little lookout here. And we are up here. A couple black diamond trails here. I don't know what the red means. Red's maybe like a really hard trail. Oh, très difficile, most difficult. So just go check out that, see what that's like. Glenda, good to see you from 345. Therese, good to see you. Sunflower in the chat. I'm going to get in touch with Northern Farm Girl today. We've been missing her, and she got in touch with me over text last night. I think she just moved, so she doesn't have internet where she is right now. So we'll wait for her to come back online. And I think she's well, I'll check in on her. Let's get in this little gazebo here. Somebody left their walking stick. Missing a step here. I guess that's the least of your worries if you're bombing down these trails on a mountain bike. Lois says, watching from North Carolina. Drunk Vigo, do you have a bag of trail mix? Bro, negative. Wish I did. So these leaves are starting to turn color, but they get pretty spectacular right around this time of year. See some of the sumac. Or no, that's not sumac. That's a sugar maple, I guess. That red one there. A guy from Canada says, beautiful day for a hike. Just came back from one myself. Right on. Okay, I wonder what lake that is down there. It's kind of why I moved up here, guys. It's basically just mountains, lakes, and valleys. Very beautiful up here. Definitely Uwatawascati territory. Glenda also watching from North Carolina. Trees are changing on the Blue Ridge as well. Interesting. All right. Well, so let's see if we can find that mountain bike trail. Check that out. See what that's like. Oh, here it is right here. So apparently people go down here on their mountain bikes. A guy from Canada says, are you in Gracefield area trails? We're in the municipality of, well, we're in Lac Ste. Marie right now. We're on Mont Ste. Marie, so we're at the top of Mont Ste. Marie right now. So this mountain biking trail is called Family Jewels. And we're on a big rock here. That's a healthy 5-foot drop off this rock, and goes on from there. So I won't walk down here too far, because actually you're not supposed to walk on these mountain bike trails. But it's pretty gnarly. Drunk Vigo says, I hope you get down the mountain before sunset. So I'm going to start walking back down. I just thought I'd show you guys the top of the ski hill here. If you're in the area, Jayla and I will be here next weekend for the Festival of Colors. And tune in the evenings as well. We'll be at the Crazy Horse in Canada. It's going to be a busy weekend. Got 6 shows, I think, in 4 days. Something like that. Glenda, thanks for taking us along on your hike. You're welcome, Glenda. I've actually got reception. I don't actually spend too much time in the city. I'm actually not. I moved from Ottawa. I grew up in Ottawa. I lived in Ottawa all my life. And I grew up in Ottawa, but I never... Ottawa's gotten a little... Ottawa's a pretty tough place to live right now. It's very expensive. I'll look at another look at this rock. Very expensive, and yeah, well, it's just very expensive. It's getting crowded, and some problems in Ottawa. And I just decided to get out. It was about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. About, what was it, maybe 8 years ago right now, I bought a very small piece of land up in Gracefield. And you guys know me, I'm used to living in campers and vans and all that kind of stuff. So I started camping up there in my trailer. And I still actually own that small little piece of land. I've got a couple of videos on my channel about that, and recently bought, Jayla and I actually bought some other properties in the area, which we will be developing. I don't want to say developing, but we'll probably be buying more motorhomes. So you can look forward to that. I have an unhealthy addiction to motorhomes. So yeah, and then, you know, I really enjoyed it up here. So then I bought the house up here in Kaz, and I gotta say I'm really happy I did all that, because you know, it's great to get out of the city. Of course, I still work in the city and play gigs in the city and all that kind of stuff, but I really if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't, I'm not much of a city guy. I don't really, I like it for certain things, but not for everything. It's good. It's good for gigs and working and stuff, but I much prefer it up here. Kim says I would crash and burn on that trail. Same here. I would probably break my neck. Be no more live streaming, no more gigs. Ali Jenny says, great show last night, Scotty. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that went pretty good last night. I was pretty pleased with that show. I know you guys couldn't see the crowd, but it was a pretty packed house. Everybody was really enjoying it. So yeah, it was a fun time. Real fun time. This is a great ski hill too in the wintertime. I don't from 82 to 92, I lived in Vancouver. My family grew up skiing and doing a lot of skiing and stuff out there. Obviously, really great skiing out west. And haven't been back that way in a long time, but Mont Saint Marie is one of the better ski hills in the Outaouais region. I'd say it's probably the biggest in this neck of the woods, at least. It's a good decent sized mountain, actually. There's two lifts here, and it's a good little hill, actually, but haven't really gotten out in the winter. Always playing gigs and all that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna try and force myself to do stuff like more, because what happens is, you know, if I get playing like on a week like this one, you know, I could easily just you know, the days could slip by, and wintertime is important for that. Summertime you get the daylight, but wintertime's a little tough. You know, sometimes I don't see the light of the day, so I'm gonna try and do more outdoor activities and enjoy the outdoors a little bit more. After all, it's why I came up here in the first place. So I'm gonna try and do this a lot more. And Summer Blossom says, hi Scotty, how you feeling? Hopefully better. Yeah, I do feel better, and that's another reason why I kind of try to get out on this hike here, just to kind of keep the lungs pumping, keep the heart pumping. Feeling good, and yeah. I'm just walking down right now. I'm just walking down the hill, so this is kind of boring, so I probably let you guys go soon, but just thought I'd show you the top of the hill. And yeah. Sunflower says snowmobiling. Lots of snowmobiling up here. Tons of it, actually. The Trans-Canada Trail. It's actually interesting. As far as snowmobiling, the Trans-Canada Trail is very close to where I live. Trans-Canada Trail goes all the way across Canada. There's a lot of snowmobiling on that trail. There's thousands and thousands of kilometers of snowmobiling trails up here. You can go right from, I mean, the trail that I'm familiar with goes all the way to Val d'Or, Quebec. So that's, I don't know how far that is, but it's far. Like people get on their sleds and they go for days. Like there's a ton of trails up here. It's really busy in the winter for snowmobiling, actually. Philip, how's it going? Nice. Yeah, lots of snowmobiling, lots of summer. It's actually busy in this region all year round. There's just so many lakes up here and cottages, just jam-packed with cottages. So the summertime, you get people coming from Ottawa to their cottages or wherever. A lot of people from Toronto too. The very famous lake up here, very beautiful. One of the most beautiful ones is Blue Sea Lake. Most of the more expensive cottages are up there, but there are all kinds of smaller lakes and some quite big ones, actually. Some of the videos I've filmed have been on a lake called Lac des Îles. That's sort of up close to where my camp is. And 31 mile lake. That's a very, very, very beautiful lake up in this area. A lot of very expensive cottages up there. So you get a lot of people coming up here in the summertime, enjoying their cottages and doing all kinds of summer camping. There's a lot of camping up here. Obviously hiking and fishing, tons of fishing. And then in the wintertime, there's just tons of tourism too, because then you got the ski hills and then you got the snowmobiling. Snowmobiling, people come from all around the area to do snowmobiling up here. So it's really like a busy region, actually, for tourism. Christopher and Josie says, Scotty, whatever happened to the deer you were feeding in your backyard? So that's a good question, Christopher and Josie. I had a deer named Susan that was coming to my house regularly. Now this is that was very strange, actually. This deer appeared in my yard one day, and originally it ran away from me. And then over the course of the next couple weeks, I sort of gained its trust with a few snacks, a few tasty snacks, some carrots and lettuce and all the good vegetables. And eventually got the deer to visit the house regularly and would eat out of my hand. And that was really cool. And that happened for maybe a couple months, and then I never saw her again. She just never came back. So this region is a very beautiful region for people, but for animals, this is a war zone. This up here. I mean, yeah, there's just it's predator and prey, and if you're lucky to be the predator, then that's good. But we see animals all the time just half eaten, and we saw a bear yesterday, actually, on the way to Pembroke. A small bear. It was a juvenile bear. I did a recording last year when I was coming back from Pembroke of a bear that I saw that was hit. Unfortunately, I don't like something about bears that's kind of upsetting, because I know they have very close family units, but I have some great footage of well, I don't want to say great footage because it's not like happy footage, but I figured I'd film this bear that was hit just to see a bear up close, you know, like the paws and You don't very often get to see that. So I've got that. I thought about maybe posting that on my YouTube channel, but I thought maybe at the same time it would upset people. But it's very interesting to see their claws and their feet, and just very amazing animals. So anyways, Philip says, thanks again for the shows this weekend. They were great. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that last night. That went well. It was a bit of a, not gonna lie, it was a bit of a shit show when we got there, but figured it out. Had to rewire the whole PA system, and nothing was working when we got there, so I had to figure all that out. And to be perfectly honest, the show last night almost didn't happen. Seriously, like, we had huge problems, but fortunately figured it out and made it work. Let's check in on you guys here. Spicy Peach says, enjoy all your shows. Earthlight 2010 says, oh no, don't post the deceased bear. Okay, so that's the feedback I'm looking at here. I haven't posted it, so I won't do that. Sunflower, glad you're better, Scotty. Kim says, thanks for the music, Scotty. We all love it at Table 19. Your amazing talent with lots of gifts. You're blessed. Thank you so much, Kim. D Canuck says, Spicy Peach says, dead bear feats. D Canuck, it was a really terrific show last night. Thank you so much. We appreciate the feedback there. Yeah, I'm glad that went well. I'm also glad it's over, because that was a lot of rehearsing for that. A lot of rehearsing, and a little bit stressful here and there, but we'll be back to the cover shows now. And of course, we'll be playing the Tragically Hit tribute probably next year. What we're hoping to do with that band is play a lot of fairs with that group, so hopefully that will materialize. JCBU says, hey Scotty, we're just sitting here at A Life for the Unborn rally. Good to see you are doing good. Right on, JCBU. Thanks for joining in here. KS Julis says, howdy. Kim says, TJ is amazing. I found his YouTube channel. TJ is, so just so you guys know, TJ is like, well, I'm very fortunate that I get to play with so many talented musicians. Don't know quite how that happened, but the guys that I play with, I can confidently say, are the best in Ottawa for what they do. TJ is no exception. And neither is Skylar. Those guys are not, they are not your regular musicians. They're no slouch. TJ, I'm sure you guys have seen me play with TJ. TJ is one of the best singers you'll ever hear, like hands down. He's an extremely powerful musician, and he can play the guitar too. Like, he's unreal musician. He's one of the best musicians that I've probably played with. I used to play with a guy named Anders Drerup, and he's now playing with Colin James. I don't know if you know who Colin James is. Colin James is a really great Canadian musician. He's got plenty of hits on the radio and stuff over the years. And Anders now plays with Colin James, and he lives in Texas now. But I played with Anders for a long time. And there's a guy right there that, yeah, like, it was pretty crazy playing with Anders. I could not. It was just so hard to keep up with him. He is and always will be the best guy that. He's probably the best musician I've ever seen in my life. Anders Drerup. Anders, he was actually on The Voice. The Voice, some kind of American competition actually, and I think Nick Jonas was his coach or something. I don't really watch those shows, guys, so I don't know, but I certainly watched when Anders was involved. And yeah, he's a really great guy too. I played in a band with Anders called the Van Meters. The Van Meters was the band that we played with, but he is really, really good. Like he can, I mean, he can just listen to a song and it's there, and they're like it's kind of like hockey, you know. I know you guys, some of you guys might watch hockey, but I played a lot of hockey when I was growing up, and like, you know, every now and then you'll kind of like miss a shot, or you'll kind of like fumble a pass, or you know stuff that like even good players will do, but the really, really good hockey players will never ever miss a pass. They'll, like, every pass will be on the tape, and it'll be just second nature. It'll just be there. Every shot is like a laser. You know, they just don't make mistakes. And Anders was kind of like that on guitar. Like, I remember we were recording one weekend, and we stayed up all night. We stayed up all night having refreshments, and we were not in very good shape for the studio the next day. No sleep, and we were partying hard. Those back in the day when I used to party. I'm too old for that now, but back in my 20s. And one of the first things that Anders did that day, woke up and without even warming up on guitar, without playing a single note on guitar, all hungover and stuff, and he went in there and first take just recorded this solo for one of the tracks we were working on, and he just destroyed it. It was first take. It was literally the first thing it was the first thing that he did when he woke up. He probably was awake for maybe 10 minutes. And that was the first thing that Anders did with his day, was that solo. And so whenever I'm listening to that record and I hear that solo, I think of how that was recorded, and I'm never surprised that he ended up where he ended up, for sure. So he's now down in Austin, Texas. So Anders Drerup, you can check him out online. He's everywhere. TJ is kind of like that too. TJ just does not make mistakes. He just and you know, TJ is one of the best singers that you'll ever hear. Like, forget about how famous or whatever somebody is. Like, TJ can sing, man. Like, he can not a whole lot that guy can't do. Same with Skylar. Skylar is a really, really talented singer, and fantastic guitar player. Skylar writes all the songs for Radmore, so a very talented songwriter. BK Holmes says, so good to see you, Scotty. Ned Tunes rock, Sunflower, a lot of work for a little money. He's a trooper. Spicy Pete says, are you scared a bear is going to get you? Not so much, just yet. I was actually looking at these rocks here on the way up, though. These rocks look a little sketchy. They look like they're ready to break off. And then, of course, Jayla is, Jayla is kind of an anomaly as well. As Jayla has not been even playing music for very long. She's only been playing guitar for like maybe 6 years, and singing, you know, she hasn't even really been singing for that long, but she's just naturally well, I don't want to say naturally talented. She works very, very hard. And Jayla's just doing really well. It's kind of a cool rock face there. So yeah, and then of course everybody else I play with, Ryan McIntyre is probably one of the best frontmen that I play with. And there's about 20 other guys that I play with in Ottawa, and they're all like stupid good at music. And so I'm just really lucky. I'm lucky that I get to play with all those guys and play music with them. So that's good for me. I enjoy it. It's fun. Andy says, hi, sleeveless. Not sleeveless today. It's getting a little chilly out. So the sleeves might be back on for the year. Although, you know, Jayla made a comment the other day. She's like, I like it when you're wearing a t-shirt. I like it when you're wearing a t-shirt that has sleeves. So I've been trying the sleeves for a little bit on account of, you know, Jayla, what she thinks I look better with sleeves. But just between me and you, I disagree. I the sleeves, I like no sleeves. So we might go back to the no sleeves there. Scotty, what was that shirt you were wearing the other night with the lion and the shield on it? That is the Lion of Judah. That is on the flag of Ethiopia. So, the kind of music that I'm into, guys, is probably not what you would expect. I'm actually a huge fan of reggae and roots music. I listen to a lot of dance hall. And I know that's sort of a weird thing because it's not what you would expect from a guitar guy. But, you know, I love all kinds of music, but I really, really enjoy that genre. It's a dream of mine to visit Jamaica one day and go see some authentic dance hall down there. There's a club called the Asylum that I would really like to visit in Jamaica, but well, we'll see. We'll see, maybe one day. Yeah. I used to go to a lot of dance halls when I was younger. A lot of dance halls. Dance halls are not advertised, so you just have to know where they are and where they're going on. And there used to be quite a lot of them in Ottawa. And I have a story for you guys about a dance hall that we actually saw Beanie Man perform at a local dance hall in Ottawa in a basement, and he stood on top of a table and did his performance. It was not an advertised thing, but that's one of the sort of how the dance halls work. They don't advertise them a lot because then the police show up and you know, they ruin all the fun. I also saw this I've seen a lot of cool stuff at dance halls. I might lose you. We're going down the mountain here, and the tower is way back up here, but probably the reception's gonna die out pretty soon here. So if you're just joining us, we're at Mont Saint-Marie. We hiked up the mountain, and the start of this stream was just showing the top of the mountain. We're on a trail called Radar, which it's called Radar because somewhere around World War II, this mountaintop was used as a early warning radar installation, and now it is just cell phone towers. And the Bell cell phone tower, actually, which works out for us. That's why we're able to do this live stream right now. Ali Jenny says, where's Zoe today? Zoe and Jayla took off to visit some family out in Eganville. So I'm on my own here. I'm on my own, and tomorrow I'll be in Ottawa in the studio recording, doing some recording with Skylar and TJ and Ryan. We're doing a video tomorrow evening because we're applying to be the opening act for the Headstones. The Headstones, I don't know if you guys know the Headstones, but they were one of the bigger bands in the 90s. Good Canadian band. And the singer of that band, I forget his name, but he's actually an actor too, and he does a lot of acting. I forget. Hugh Dillon. Hugh Dillon is his name. And good actor. He's been on all kinds of shows on Netflix, actually. So we're applying to be the opening act for when they come to Ottawa. So we're recording a little video for their management to evaluate us to see if we're worthy of opening for them in Ottawa. Yeah, Russian Ballet says, you're a very good man. Hope you can build a big family with many kids. It's about time you're 40, man. Tell me about it. Yeah, actually, yeah, I really, I am 40. My life's half over. No kids yet. So, it's either gotta make that happen or I guess it just will, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's a whole thing. That's a whole thing, isn't it? Isn't it? A whole thing. Here's some of the mountain bike trails. Oh, Lac Fournier. Now this, where are we? Where's the lodge? Oh, we're here. We're here, so we're not even close to being down. We got all this way to go. All the way back here. This is a great lake to swim in. There's a beach here. Had my last swim in this lake this summer, right here. So I better get going. The sun's going down here. It's getting a little chilly. I'm out of water. Caleb says, I'm 40 as well, with one 14-year-old. Well, you're lucky, Caleb. So you would have been 26 when you had your first kid. So I don't know. I think I might be a little bit too... I've had a really, really rough... So, I feel like I'm only just kind of getting on my feet now. But the whole, beginning part of my life was very tumultuous. There was I had a lot of problems. There was a lot of stuff to sort through there. Yeah. It was a rough go. I mean, nowadays people... Let me just put it to you this way. Nowadays, people like, van life and, let's go live in a van. Let's travel around. And I did that because I lived in a van because I had to. I lived in a van because I had nowhere to go. So for me, it was like a necessary thing. But I actually lived in my van in Barrhaven. There's a parking lot, right? The Heart and Crown Barrhaven there's a plaza there, and there's a Good Life Fitness in that plaza, and right beside where Heart and Crown was in Barrhaven, there used to be a music store there called International Music Land. This is way back in the day, and I worked there. Well, I'll just kind of give you a little bit of a background here. When in my early 20s, I started a piano business. So some of you guys know that I'm a piano technician. So I fix pianos, tune pianos. I've been doing that since I was maybe my very early 20s. So maybe 2022 this is maybe when I started doing that. I got really good at that. Well, I don't want to say really good, but I was good at that. I'm good at fixing stuff, and you know, I knew music, so the whole piano tuning thing was a good career path for me. But I went a little too big, too early. So I mean, this is oversimplifying, but I had a big shop, 1,500 square foot, heated floors, all the rest of it, and I was working on pianos, rebuilding pianos, and anyways, that was a little bit too much for me to bite off when I was a young man, and things went south a little bit. Went a little cattywampus. Oh boy, you out of Scotty ended up in the cabbage, so they say. So yeah, it didn't. I wasn't really mature enough to make things work at that age. Anyways, I lost everything, lost my whole life savings. I just lost everything, and I actually ended up in that van, and then I went to work for International Music Land. I worked there for 6 days. I worked there 6 days a week, and part of that was because I didn't have a real place to live. So I figured if I can just work, like be at work all the time, then it's kind of like I'm using my place of work as a place to just be, you know? So I worked there 6 days a week, and then the good life was 24 hours. So I basically just, I washed my clothes and I did my laundry in the showers of the good life in Barrhaven, and nobody ever knew. And I had my van parked in that parking lot. So for a period of like maybe 4 or 5 years, that's all I did was just sit in that parking lot. I mean, I went other places too, but I had my van in that parking lot. I went to work. I worked all day to pay off all the debt that I got, all the trouble that I got myself in with that business. And so I was in the van. I was working 6 days a week and plus gigging. So trying to dig myself out of all that trouble I got myself into. And then I had the good life fitness. So it was actually a really fun time of life. That arrangement that I had going for a while was, although I was in a lot of financial trouble, I enjoyed that time of life. That was good. I have very fond memories of that. I enjoyed that time. It was nice. So Russian Ballet says, "Oh my God, Scotty, that's unbelievable. Most people would break." Ned Toon says, "Life takes us a long time. We hope all is special." Sunflower says, "Life is a dance." A veteran SSF engineer says, "Good to see you, a veteran SSF engineer." He says, "I lived in a 24-foot camper for 3 years to save money in my late 40s. Retired at 55 now, 62, and living in my ancestral homestead I inherited." That's really great. I love hearing things like that. So, you know, that's great. I actually know veteran SSF engineer. I won't say his real name, but I know him. I've met him at several rallies, and great guy. great guy, and so that's very nice to hear. SSF engineer. And it's nice to. That's nice to know. I lost a lot of my. I lost probably an entire decade of my life to just being in insane amounts of debt, and just having really bad habits, like really horrible. Like fortunately for me, like I never had any problems with like I'm not the kind of guy that like does like drugs and stuff like that. I'm not I cope with things in different ways. One of the ways that I cope with stress is by fortunately, which is a good, fortunately for me, which is a good sort of, I guess, feedback loop, is I take things apart. I find a lot of when I was a young kid, I used to just go in the garage and take stuff apart and try and build stuff. You know, I tried to build a go-kart when I was younger, and I just go out and tootle around in the garage. So, you know, play with the tools and stuff like that. So, find a lot of it brings me a very peaceful feeling to be like working on stuff, and it's trying to fix things or repair things or learn about something. So that fortunately for me, now I do it to the extreme. You know, like you know, I like, you know, I'll if I get into an engine rebuild or something, like I'll just be doing that, and I will not sleep. I will not sleep at all. So that's just a sort of a coping mechanism that, and I'm happy that that's the way I dealt with things, because, you know, I came out of it with all kinds of like skills and stuff, but, and never really, you know, was into, fortunately, because, you know, there was a lot of problems. But anyways, here we are. Mont Ste. Marie on what day is it? It's Sunday, and we're on the mountain enjoying enjoying a nice walk. If you guys like walking, maybe you like walking with old boy you, Ottawa Scotty. And let's check on you guys here. Love music. Good to see you. Good to see you, Addie. It's by the way, I got your email the other day, and I'll respond to you today. That's what I'm gonna do today when I get back. I really appreciate you. Joanna says, it's been tough times that make you the person you have become. There hasn't been one single moment in your life that hasn't been wasted. Russian Ballet says, my husband was just like that good French-Canadian guy. He built a house in your neighborhood. In Low. Had a heart attack in the ambulance. I'm so sorry to hear that. Low, I'm very familiar with that community just down the road here from Casabajua. So very sorry to hear that. BMO says a Northern Farm Girl update. Northern Farm Girl, I heard from her last night, and she has moved locations. She's moved. She does not have internet currently where she moved to. So she's having some problems with her health. So I don't really know if she wants me to say that, but you guys are asking, so I think I was going to get in touch with her today and just give her a call today just to see what exactly is going on. Maybe I'll do that when I get back. So that's the update with Northern Farm Girl. I won't say too much because I think she's I don't know how much she wants me saying about her, but so I'm going to call her and see how she's doing, and hopefully she's doing all right. But yeah, she's having a bit of problems with her health. And she's moved, so we'll check up on her today. Here we are. Here's another bike trails. Let's see. Oh, this is an easy one. This is a green circle. Oh, wrong way, it says. Oh, so... okay. Maybe that came out from the hill up. Man, I better get moving here. The sun's going down. And, so a lot of you guys concerned about Northern Farm Girl. Ali Jenny says, please let her know. We're thinking of her. I'll let her know. And BMO as well. I know you guys miss her a lot. It's not really the same. I know it's not really the same without her in the chat section. And I have told her numerous times that, you know, I kind of feel... I mean, she really enjoys moderating the chat section. But you know, I told her, like, look, if you got things going on, like, I don't expect you to be, you know, moderating my chat section every Friday and Saturday night. Like, people have lives, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure a lot of you aren't tuned in every Friday and Saturday night. You know, it's like kind of a lot for someone, you know. So I just make it clear to her that she's not obligated to do that. You know, I want her to understand that it's not something that she like has to do. You know, if she's, you know, especially like she's moved, so she's got things she got to do, right? So as well as some other things. So, but she'll be back. I got her a long text last night, very late at night, and she will be back. Trust me, guys, and it'll be good to have her back. She probably needs a little break, but yeah, it's really more fun when she's in the chat section, for sure. She's a little ball of energy, positive energy. Caleb says, always peek in every time. I don't always stay and watch, but I always check in on every stream. So yeah, probably a lot of you guys just come in and come out whenever, you know what I mean? And Love Music 62 says, prayers, love, and good vibes for Northern Farm Girl. FJT says, oh, I know her. She's nice. She's definitely nice. She's a Canadian beauty. Sunflower says, thinks she brings lots more drinking. Yeah, I'd say so. We're there for a good time, though. So that's if you guys are having fun with the gigs, then that's all I care about. So still got you guys here on this stream, and we'll probably lose reception soon because there isn't, even though the tower is up there, I've done some testing at the bottom of the ski hill and there's no reception down at the ski hill. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream. I definitely know I'm not going to be able to live stream my gigs up here at the ski hill, ironically. But next weekend will be definitely live streaming from the Crazy Horse. That should be fun. Northern Farm Girl is the hostess with the mostest. Tell her we're sending love. And Love Music 62 says, so peaceful and nice where you're walking. It's very, very nice trail, but I'm getting a little concerned because I'm hanging out with you guys now, and I should be, I got a long way to go. I'm nowhere near the bottom of this hill, and I'm basically just wearing this Scotty sweater, and I was getting a little sweaty on the way up here, so I'm getting a little chilly. I do have this jacket here. I got the tiny little bit of water left. and but nowhere near the bottom of the hill, and it's gonna get pretty chilly pretty soon. So I'll probably have to let you guys go soon and sort of get a move on here. Drunk Vigo says it's 4:50, so sun goes down. Oh, I don't know. I think maybe 6, somewhere around there. Ned Tunes Rock says inspirational walk and talk, Scotty. A lot of people can relate to your experiences. I'm kind of hoping. Life is just like Tom Cochrane says. Life is a highway, and certainly in every highway there are forks in the road, bumps in the road, potholes. Sometimes the highway gets completely washed out. And sometimes there is no highway and you got to make your own highway. So life is a highway. It's a good metaphor. As long as you're moving forward, I guess. As long as you're kind of got some kind of a direction. I think you know, if you have losing a sense of direction and drive in any particular direction that you may be going in your life, I think that's when things start to get stagnant and a little depressing. But you know, if you wake up in the morning and you got things on your plate and you know, a to-do list, and you're like working towards something, that's like sort of what keeps me going, I guess. And yeah, you know, lately I've been feeling like I kind of like lost those vibes, you know. I'm kind of confused about like what I'm doing, you know. 40 years old, you know, no kids, just, I don't know. And also it's winter time. Winter time gets tricky up here. I've got a lot of work to do. And I got to get down to it. And getting things prepared for winter. Lots of work to do up at the camp. And, so I'm just happy that I'm feeling better. I'm just happy because that was really scary what was going on there couple weeks ago, and so I'm just happy that I'm able to walk and enjoy this hike here. I wouldn't have been able to do this previously. I'd be completely out of breath, so I'm just happy that whatever that was is gone. I have a feeling that it had something to do with COVID. That's my best guess, you know. Philip says I was exactly the same at 40. It's, you know, you start to realize that time is limited. The gray hairs are coming. It's harder to, the body hurts in the morning. I don't want to lose the edge, you know. I don't want to, I want to stay sharp. I don't want to lose the edge. And I feel like maybe recently the edges are getting a bit dull. So, but we're on a walk today. We're on a walk, and we're gonna get back into fitness and trying to stay sharp. These gigs are hard. These gigs are physical, man. I mean, you got to be able to, like, you know, you guys see the playing part, but really what it all is just lifting stuff, trying to find parking, lifting heavy ass equipment at all hours of the night. And yeah, if you're not sort of somewhat in shape, or if you can't do that stuff, it's pretty impossible to do that job. Yeah. Yeah, Drunk Vigo says it's a lot like playing hockey at 40. It's you know, you're 20 years old, you're 18 years old in your head. And you're trying to do things that you did when you were 18, but you're 40, and just everything hurts. The knees hurt, and the hips. Like I find my hips. So I'm gonna get back into stretching, and we're not gonna accept it. We're not going to 18 till I die, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel old. My body says otherwise, but I don't, like in my head, I don't feel old. I want to still do all the things that I did when I was young. Rickardy says, try 60. I'll be there soon. Oh man. Maybe I'll be live streaming gigs when I'm 60. You never know. BMO says, I want to be 19 forever. Dickard with Dave says, oh, hello. There's a nice little lookout here. Let's nice little gazebo. Let's walk up here and maybe there's a nice view here. Oh, there you go. Wow, there you go. Nice view here. So more members, more trails. So if you like mountain biking, what does it say? Pack your trash. Alrighty. Wow, look at that. Here's a nice view. Some nice artwork here too. Here's an owl made out of bike parts. It's very creative. With some reflectors. And some gears for the eyes. A couple brakes for the eyebrows, and he's sitting on a nice perch here. Some very nice artwork there. Wonder who made that. A nice picnic table in here. Here we are. I think that that would be Lac Ste. Marie right there. I think. It's also a golf course up here. Some nice view. Nice view. I think that maybe that is the golf course down there. Not sure. Doesn't seem to be that many mountain bikers on the trail. I wonder if you're not supposed to walk on the trail though, so I don't want to. Probably shouldn't. So these by the weekend here, all of these trees will be all these trees will be really all different colors. They're just starting to change now, and I am getting the message now that my network is unstable, and so now is about the time where I'm going to start losing you guys. So maybe this little gazebo area is a good place to end off this live stream, this little walk and talk. I like doing this. This is fun. This is totally unplanned. But I'm glad we did this. So yeah, I'm getting messages that the network is unstable. I don't want to lose you guys like I did last night. That ending to the live stream last night was not supposed to be that way. It just lost you. Nettunes Rock says, take care, brother. Loved the walk. Turn and Bank, lost you there. Philip says, always cool to hang with you. Love Music City too, says, thank you, Scotty. What a treat. Sunflower says, maybe you need that walking stick for animals. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We're going to get down with minimal bear encounters. Drunk Vigo says, go get your car, brother. Ali Jenny says, get back safe, Scotty. Enjoy the rest of your hike. Evil Jedi says, thanks, man, for the walk and talk. Take care of yourself, my friend. Rock on. FJT says, don't stay live. Kim says, take care, Scotty. We love you. Update us so we know you're okay. Thank you, Kim. For sure. And the rest of you guys coming in here and saying your farewells. And so it was a great, nice little treat for us today. A little afternoon hike here to Mont Sainte Marie. And it was a pleasure to hang with you guys. And we'll be seeing quite a lot of you this week. Try and get some videos happening for you guys this week. Some actual videos, not just live streams. Okay, guys. Y'all take care. And great day. And we'll see you very soon. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later, guys. Have a good one.